Vast Internets, it's CapnMintbeard. We're doing the first ever edition of Prime Cuts, which is a companion series, I guess you could call it, alongside Plus Dive by Tesseract E, or just Tesseract-D, I'm not sure how he pronounces it, to tell you the truth, and Gold Digging with Happy Married Gamer. So they're covering PS4 and Xbox. This one is covering Twitch Prime games available for PC. So all of it is available through the Twitch Prime, or through the Twitch app under My Games. And as you can see, there's quite a few here that I have accrued during my time having Twitch Prime. So probably, I imagine, let's start with the ones that I think that are going to go fairly quickly. So we're going to start with Downwell. Yep. Hey Tess, what's up? I was just introducing it, and we're starting with, we're going to take a look at Downwell first. Then we're going to do Sokobond, and then we're going to do the ones that I think that are going to take longer. Dear Esther, and I have to look at what the fourth one is. Oh, interesting. I imagine that would help quite a bit. Where are you? Why aren't you launching? Downwell. Hello, Downwell. There we go. Kirby, welcome to the stream. I didn't know that the text was set to black. That's a bit awkward, but you know, it's readable actually over the orange. So I played this for all of 5 minutes just to make sure it was installed and working and stuff. So from what I can tell, the whole thing is, this kind of slows your fall but doesn't stop it, and it's just kind of like a gun that fires downward because, you know, it's Devolver Digital. You know, they want to... Opening chime as part of your YouTube intro? Neat. Because it's Devolver Digital, so they're all about the guns and stuff. And let's just do usual style, I guess. So I don't really know what to expect here. Seems kind of, I want to say, little Metroid-ish kind of vibe to it, but also it's Devolver Digital, so guns. Okay, I'm guessing I want to take my time, because it's like it's tempting to be aggressive, but then I can realize how that can really screw me if I'm not careful. You can stomp on some enemies. Okay, that's an important thing to know. Important safety tip. You can jump on some enemies. I want you to die before I start falling down there. Okay. What's this about? I wonder. Gem high, interesting. Okay. Oh, it's like a temporary invincibility thing. Okay. Do I want to break them all? Or strategically break them, I guess? Come on, buddy. Oh, I can't do anything to the turtles because they have shells. Makes sense. Whoa. Oh, I got over aggressive. Whoop. Okay. Oh, nope, nope. Come here, my pretties. Stomp on the turtles. Okay. Burst. Interesting. So that changed the way my foot gun works. Interesting. Oh. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this won't be the one that's the fastest to go through. But I still have to keep an eye on the time. Can't do any one of them for too long. Since I got 4 to do, and I do have to be off of here by a certain time. 1-1 cleared. Let's see. Drone. Jetpack for use when out of charge. Interesting. More upgrades to choose from and gain an HP. I'll go with youth. Okay. Come here, Strange, not a Metroid. Okay. Whoop. Oh. Oh. There we go. Get under me. Perfect. Come on. Alright. Nope. I didn't mean to do that. That was an accident. Come on, frog. Thank you. Whoa, hello. Car battery. Sure. Why not? I'm not sure what it does, but hey. Whoop. Ah, nice. I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of this. I'm somewhat ashamed to admit, especially because of how into indie games I am, but this is the first time that I've actually played a Devolver Digital game despite owning many of them. Neat. Neat. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm seeing what all the fuss is about, like right now, 100%. Go back here. Oh, no, gimme. Okay, let's go in here. Ooh. Chonk pile. Now I'm high on gems, so I think that I'm temporarily invulnerable, as long as I don't run out. I believe is what that means. Yep. Oh Lord, he coming. Shoot a gun module to reshuffle it once. I don't think it's invulnerability. I'm not sure what it does though, to be truthful. Consume some dead bodies to gain health. Interesting. Shoot a gun module to reshuffle it once. Cutting gem recharges gun boots. Increases range and accuracy. I'm thinking getting more health is probably the way to go. And I ate the turtle. I didn't get health, but I ate him. Link is now hosting. Thank you so much, Link. And I ate that other frog. Oh, I have to actually touch the corpse. I see. Oh my god. And I died to that weird bloody eye. Okay. Alright. Let's do... If I retry, do I start at the same level or am I at the very beginning? Oh, I'm at the beginning. Okay. Whoa. And I started freaking out. Okay, so... Okay. One-way roguelike. Okay, alright, so I think then, in all fairness, I'll give it one more life worth, but since that's pretty much, you know, what you see is what you get, and it's, I imagine just gonna kind of gets harder, that, and the other ones are gonna take longer. We'll give this a few more minutes. Oh my god! And then we'll switch over to something different. I mean, and hey, you can always trade back later near the end of the stream if I feel like doing that. Whoa. I need to not be so aggressive. I need to chill out. That seems to be the big lesson here. Triple. Oh. Come on, get him and get the torch. There we go. I don't know why I need to get the torch, but I feel like I need to get the torch. Whoa. Okay. Knife and pork. I did, I tweeted it from my personal one. I did at One Up Heroes, and I put it in the Discord, the One Up Heroes Discord. So I did. Come here, jellyfish. Come up here so I can have your delicious corpse. Do you leave a delicious corpse? You do. Give me your delicious corpse, turtle man. Oh! Oh, I wanted to get over there. Okay. Matcha palette, interesting. Let's see if we can look at that. Ah, neat. So it's green. So that's cool. Alright, so that's down well. There's Downwell. Downwell? Where are you? Okay, I'm not seeing it running in the tray. So I might have to just task manager that boy. Unfortunately. Alright, so let's change it up. So now, let's see. If I pop over to installed, which you can do, it very nicely and easily shows you everything. So next, let's take a look at, I guess, Dear Esther. I probably should have just done them in order. But hey, first time I'm doing this, so, you know, cut me some slack. Dear Esther. So updated the game on Twitch, and let's do's it. The Chinese room. So start. Oh, I'm guessing this is kind of like a walking simulator type deal.
Dear Esther, the morning after I was washed ashore, salt in my ears, sand in my mouth, and the waves always at my ankles, I felt as though everything had conspired to this one last shipwreck. I remembered nothing but water, stones in my belly and my shoes, threatening to drag me under to where only the most listless of creatures swim.
I wish to end it all. Let me return to the ocean. I didn't think it would actually let me do that. Well, game, are you glitched out? Okay. Kind of neat that it let me do that. Okay, so that's zoom. Oh, they're all zoom. Okay. God, why would you do that? Why would you eat stones? I'm like, I assume that's a metaphor, or perhaps a simile, not literal stones. I mean, if you're making stone soup and you eat the stones, you're doing it wrong. Never played a walking simulator before either, so this will be sort of interesting. Oh, and I have a light somehow from somewhere. Some paint. Okay. Lots of paint. Okay. God, but that would just, like... It's got to come out one end or the other, though. You know what I mean? And that's not good. It's like, that's a pretty good way to get killed. Yeah, but kids eat coins and then they have to go to the hospital. And those are smaller. Sorry, I've got like... That's just my dad sense talking. Oh, interesting thing, since we're talking about food and there's not much happening in the game. I was reading this this article about how the thing that makes people unique is that we cook our food. Nothing else on Earth cooks its food, except us.
When you were born, your mother told me a hush fell over the delivery room. A great red birthmark covered the left side of your face. No one knew what to say, so you cried to fill the vacuum. I always admired you for that you cried to fill whatever vacuum you found. I began to manufacture vacuums just to enable you to deploy your talent. The birthmark faded by the time you were 6 and had gone completely by the time we met, but your fascination with the empty and its cure remained.
Interesting. And here's some little weird thing here on the floor. Yeah, humans are the only creatures that cook their food, and it's thought that that's how we were able to evolve large, super smart brains, because they require a whole lot of ATP. And also how language evolved, because suddenly we don't have to have gigantic chewing muscles.
Dear Esther, I found myself to be as featureless as this ocean, as shallow and unoccupied as this bay, a listless wreck without identification. My rocks are these bones, and a careful fence to keep the precipice at bay. Shot through me caves, my forehead a mount. This aerial will transmit into me so. All overexposed, the nervous system, where Donnelly's boots and yours and mine still trample. I will carry a torch for you. I will leave it at the foot of my headstone. You will need it for the tunnels that carry me under.
Can I go around? Can I? I can. Is there anything over here? I mean, very well could be Tess. It looked familiar, I just didn't know what it was called. Oh, and we're in invisible wall territory, and so we're under the water now. I like what it looks like when you're drowning in Metro better, honestly. And here we are back at the spiral. Which is tipped in, I think that's the thing from Harry Potter. The, whatchamacallit? The Deathly Hallows. Not really, I'm just being kind of an ass. And before anyone asks, no, there's not a run button. This is how fast we go. So yeah, I mean, but it should be, though. At least a jogging simulator. I mean, I get it, he's depressed, he's eating rocks because, you know, God knows he can't take some of this dead wood right here and hit a couple of those rocks together, make a fire, and cook some of this grass and stuff. That seems like the smarter choice. Can I die of falling? No. There's another pattern of some sort. Though I don't think that one necessarily is intentional. I think it could just be part of how the stones are laid. Let's go to this lighthouse. I mean, that's true, but if he's starving to death, he's probably not going to do very good at catching them. Though, if it were me, all these little pools that are created in between the rocks, that's where I would look. Not just for fish, but also possibly for mussels or clams or anything, pretty much, that might be in there. Oh, well, dip, I was already in the lighthouse, wasn't I? Son of a bitch. There's another lighthouse over there, which I'm assuming we're going to go to. Did I actually go all the way through here? I don't think I did. So there goes the lighthouse. We can't climb up it. Yeah, here's something which is probably important. I'm not very good at chemistry, which is probably going to bite me in the butt because the puzzle game that we're doing later is chemistry based. But H, I believe, is hydrogen. O is oxygen. I'm not sure what C is. Copper, perhaps? I'm not sure. Oh, there was a bird. And there's a toilet. Who got that bird? Oh, carbon? Okay. That makes more sense. That makes quite a bit more sense. You know, why couldn't he have caught a seagull? I mean, they're not very smart. So many better things to eat here than stones. But yeah, the thing I was reading is like, you know, if you eat raw foods and only raw foods for an extended period of time, you will die. Because it's just
Donnelly
not
reported the
enough for
legend
your
of the
body.
hermit, a holy man who sought solitude in its most pure form. Allegedly, he rode here from the mainland in a boat without a bottom, so all the creatures of the sea could rise at night to converse with him. How disappointed he must have been with their chatter. Perhaps now, when all that haunts the ocean is the rubbish dumped from the tankers, he'd find more peace. They say he threw his arms wide in a valley on the south side, and the cliff opened up to provide him shelter. They say he died of fever 116 years later. The shepherds left gifts for him at the mouth of the cave, but Donnelly records they never claimed to have seen him. I have visited the cave and I have left my gifts, but like them, I appear to be an unworthy subject of his solitude.
Well, it's probably because you have a bad attitude, buddy. That's what I'm guessing. Yeah, see, nice piece of dead, dry wood right there. That'd be perfect for a fire. Let's see, and there's part of like a, yeah, like a crab trap right there. Yeah, you could catch some fish. You tried, and here's some more like crab traps or lobster traps, maybe. Yeah, dude, could totally survive on this island better than this mopey guy. The only problem I see so far might be fresh water. But there's different things that you can do to get fresh water. You know, it's like all these plants, probably, I mean, boiling and then capturing the steam is one way. These plants probably obviously would have to have a freshwater component, solar stills. There's ways to do it.
The mount is clearly the focal point of this landscape. It almost appears so well placed as to be artificial. I find myself easily slipping into the delusional state of ascribing purpose, deliberate motive to everything here. Was this island formed during the moment of impact? When we were torn loose from our moorings, and the seatbelts cut motorway lanes into our chests and shoulders, did it first break surface then?
Dude, I do not know what you... I dig your metaphors. I think you're saying that... Are you asking if this island came into existence when humanity first started embracing technology, I think? But these plants have to be surviving on some sort of moisture. And since they're so...
Someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice. They cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boats, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
Oh, so he's crazy. Okay. Good to know. What was I saying? So yeah, so these plants, they have to be getting moisture from something.
They were God-fearing people, those shepherds. There was no love in the relationship. Donnelly tells me that they had one Bible that was passed around in strict rotation. It was stolen by a visiting monk in 1776, 2 years before the island was abandoned altogether. In the interim, I wonder, did they assign chapter and verse to the stones and grasses, marking the geography with a superimposed significance that they could actually walk the Bible and inhabit its contradictions?
I don't know, crazy guy that I'm apparently playing as. I really don't know. So yeah, so since the plants are not, they're way up here, they're not down closer to the, well, they are also down closer to the shore, but they're mostly higher up. I'm assuming that they're freshwater plants, not plants that can actually...
Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
Well, anyways, before Captain Crazy Pants interrupted me, there's a stream right there, so there's our fresh water. I found it pretty quick, too, so yeah, totes could survive here. I wonder if that says something about the narrative itself.
This hermit, this seer, this distant historian of bones and old bread, where did he vanish to? Why? Asked the farmers. Why? Asked Jacobson. Why bother with your visions at all, if you're just to throw your arms up at the cliff and let it close in behind you and seal you into the belly of the island, a museum shut to all but the most devoted?
Well, went too far. I was hoping I could get around.
Come back.
Sorry. So, yeah, I wonder if that says something about the narrative and what's happening if the majority of my attention is wondering about, like, analyzing the survival situation more so than, you know, really entertaining what this crazy person is saying. Oh, this is neat. That looks like a dendrite. I'm not sure what that is. Kind of looked like a squid from a distance. There's that hydrocarbon again. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's definitely getting like some... I wonder if that's like maybe it's a neurotransmitter or something. Maybe that's what its significance is. So there wasn't an exit to the cave that I missed, I don't think. No. Just a cave with some neurons and chemicals in it. Yeah, like Downwell, I was legit enjoying that. That is more my speed for sure. I'm not saying that this is bad, it's just is a little different from the kind of things I normally play. Let's see. Lucky Doji. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the overlay. So now I'm going to head towards, follow this little stream, head towards the Eye of Sauron over there. Oh, it just turned out. No, it's back. What? The chemical
the
is
vegetation here has
an
fossilized
ester.
from the roots up. To think they once grazed animals here, the remnants of occupation being evidence to that. It is all sick to death. The water is too polluted for the fish. The sky is too thin for the birds, and the soil is cut with the bones of hermits and shepherds. I've heard it said that human ashes make great fertilizer, that we could sow a forest from all that is left of your hips and ribcage, with enough left over to thicken the air and repopulate the bay.
So, Tess, do you mind explaining what you mean there? Oh, look at this. There's the Bible, and there's chemistry, a chemistry book. I'm not sure what an ester is in terms of chemistry. Little mini Stonehenge-y thing. I wonder if this is supposed to be like a comparing and contrasting, like science and religion or something like that. I don't know. They're used in glycerides and resins, also occasionally as a fragrance. Okay. This looks like a point of no return.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services, but although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Oh, and there's a lot more to the island. Okay. So I'm like, dude, what are you on about? I'm on the mountain path first, because good adventures always go left. There's some nice wrecked ships down there. Yeah, and you telling me that chemical
All night
is...
the boy has kept me lucid. I sat when I was at the very edge of despair, when I thought I would never unlock the secret of the island. I sat at the edge, and I watched the idiot boy blink through the night. He's mute, and he's retarded, and he has no thought in his metal head but to blink each wave and each minute aside until the morning comes and renders him blind as well as deaf-mute. In many ways, we have much in common.
So it says something to eat or drink, nothing to eat nor drink, I'm guessing is what that says on the boat. Oh yeah, look at all this raw material. And the boat itself probably would make a good shelter. There's shipping containers. Look at all these raw materials. Although I'm starting to think that, you know, this island is metaphorical. That all of this is in this dude's head. That's what I'm thinking the twist is. Nothing to say about the boats. Okay. Oh, my kingdom for a jump button.
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
What? Okay, and then there's a thing. What is it? I don't know. It's very clearly a thing, though. It's got that same symbol at the tip from the other thing we saw.
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Oh, so she's dead. That's what I'm getting from that. Drunk driver killed her. This looks more interesting to descend into the hole. What's in the hole?
When I first looked into the shaft, I swear I felt the stones in my stomach shift in recognition.
Here we go, Leroy Jenkins. Just kidding.
Come back.
Aw. There's a house over there, and I've lost sight of that lighthouse that has the big red light, but I think it was this general direction.
I've begun my ascent on the windless slope of the western side. The setting sun was an inflamed eye squeezing shut against the light shone in by the doctors. My neck is aching through constantly craning my head up to track the light of the aerial. I must look downwards, follow the path under the island to a new beginning.
There's some surgical tools. So that would be useful. As long as you don't spend too much time thinking about why they're there. Oh, you're gonna make me actually literally path around an actual literal maze game? Really? Okay, not so much. Okay.
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it.
What?
There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him, either.
Yeesh. Wonder how many people I'm gonna be regaled with the tales of their sadness and demise. That's interesting. No idea what it means, but it's interesting.
Inventory. A trestle table we spread wallpaper on in our first home. A folding chair. I laughed at you for bringing camping in the lakes. I was uncomfortable later and you laughed then. This diary. The bed with the broken springs. Once asleep you have to remember not to dream. A change of clothes. Donnelly's book, stolen from Edinburgh Library on the way here. I will burn them all on the last morning and make an aerial of my own.
Yes, there's a tub, there's a bottle, there's a stove. That's huge. A stove. That would mean the difference between survival and death, honestly. That's huge, having a stove. Fireplace, a bed, and suit. Wow. So I guess this is where this is where he lived. This guy. Indeed, and shelter. And there's another chemical of some sort on the coffee cup. I don't think that's caffeine. I've seen far too many coffee mugs with caffeine on them, like the chemical symbol. So yeah, 100%. It might suck. Might be boring. Might hate it. But could absolutely, totally, 100% survive on this island. Alright, so since we do have to do a couple other ones.
What to make of Donnelly, the laudanum and the syphilis? It is clearly not how he began, but I've been unable to discover if the former was a result of his visiting the island or the force that drove him here. For the syphilis, a drunk driver smashing his insides into a pulp as he stumbled these paths, I can only offer my empathy. We're all victims of our age. My disease is the internal combustion engine and the cheap fermentation of yeast.
Okay. Alright, so since we have a couple more to go, I think let's go ahead and wrap this up, move to the next one. I feel like I have seen enough. Alright, so next let's look at Sokobond, which is a puzzle game. So let me change that over here. And then the flame in the flood will be last. Okay, start the game. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Like, the educational element of this is pretty cool. Oh, reset. Okay, so I screwed up. Not my forte. Right, but I'm like, how do I... Okay, alright, hold... No. Stop. I didn't want... There we go. There we go. Ammonia. Your kidneys secrete ammonia to neutralize acid. Hydrogen peroxide. 1 liter of pure hydrogen peroxide contains over 300 liters of pure oxygen. I think that was a mistake. Yeah, that was a mistake. Suddenly it became horribly apparent how bad Mintbeard is at puzzle games. Though, I think I've got it now. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Ammonia. 2/3 of all ammonia on Earth comes naturally from cows. Shoot. Crud. Okay. Oh, alright. I wasn't trying to do that, but, shoot. Oh, wait, hold on. No. Hmm. No, because that... Shoot. Stop chemically bonding when I don't want you to. Shoot. Alright, let's come back to this one. Slide, slide, slide to the side. Shoot. I mean, it's pretty obvious I can't just do like this and then YOLO and be like that. No, I have to... This, I think. But then how am I going to grab the other one? Got it. Methane. Compost heaps can produce methane if they don't get enough air. Let's try this one again. No, I don't want to force them to bond. Okay, check this out. There we go. Methane was discovered by Alessandro Volta, who later invented the battery. Neat. Well, I have to pick up a hydrogen on the way over to oxygen. It's unavoidable. That was easy. Hydroxylamine. Many integrated circuits in phones and computers were washed with hydroxylamine-based cleaners. Now I can nudge these a wee bit. Shoot. Oh. Okay. It's like that's clearly not the answer. Alright, and now I'm screwed. I didn't have to be screwed. I was close. Shit. Well, I dorked that up. What did I do the first time? I can also kind of... maybe I need to... Maybe I just need to do this. No. I am no good at puzzles. In case... Shit. That wasn't obvious. I still feel like this is the right path. Could it be that easy? No, I tried that already. Okay. Maybe I have to move you and move you all out of the way. And son of a bitch. Okay, so I can only attach to a hydrogen from the top, bottom, or from up here, from on the top, on the side. That's it. Then once I have it, how do I get the oxygen to the carbon? See, and we were just, this is an ester, isn't it? This is an ester. So I kind of feel like I need to do like this. And now I need to probably... It's still, but no, the oxygen still won't, unless I can do this, which still isn't right. Alright, I'm gonna make one more attempt on this one, then I'm gonna back out of it and come back to it later. Yeah, because I'm like, how can I conceivably get the oxygen past the hydrogen to bind with the carbon first? I don't see how I can do it. Did we get somewhere by chance? Maybe. Alright. Methanol. Methanol is also called wood alcohol or wood spirits. Okay. Thank you, Tess. Yeah, this is not, again, not my forte. Once hydrogen goes to hydrogen, I can't do anything with it. Okay. Shoot. Wonder. There we go. Hydrogen peroxide. Paper is naturally brownish. Hydrogen peroxide is one of the several chemicals used to bleach it whiter. Okay. This is 3 things. This is probably maybe simpler. Oh. You can split them? Neat. If you're careful, pure distilled water can be cooled as low as 48 degrees Celsius before it freezes. That's neat. There we go. Oh. There we go. One of the 4 classical Greek elements, water was the only one we now know to be a single chemical compound. F. There we go. Hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide's slow breakdown is how glow sticks can glow for so long. Too easy, okay. Well, now I'm screwed, okay. come back to that one. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Ammonia. Ammonia is a gas at room temperature, but it dissolves in water. Oh, is this the one where I... Before it was like WTF? Yeah, it is. That wasn't too bad. Nitrogen is necessary to create the basic building blocks of life. Yeah, so it can't be as easy as it looks. But hey, at least I can use the chopper. There we go. Methanol is the most elemental of the organic alcohols. Let's check out breathe. What? Oh, it ionizes it, I think. Oh, carbon dioxide. The human body produces about 1 kilogram of carbon dioxide daily. Diazine. Diazine is unstable. It'll react with itself. Ionize me, bro. Okay, no. Alright. I thought I understood. No. Okay. flip. I made it non-reactive. Okay, alright, well this is gonna take a while to get through this, and I think at this point we've got maybe 45 minutes left before we have to hand it off to Drex. So I think you guys get the gist of this. It's chemistry, it's neat, it's educational. I like it. So we're gonna flip over to the last one, which is Flame in the Flood. So let's close that out. Or the Flame in the Flood. Okay, which I have not played this one either. So let's give this one a go. The Molasses Flood LLC. Interesting. Okay. Certainly looks interesting. Traveler. Recommend for new players. Checkpoints. Normal abundance of supplies. Permanent fewer supplies. Stat diminished. Oh, we're just doing Traveler, so more scout options. Whatever. So there's a dog getting a backpack off of a skeleton. Okay. Nice. Your dog hooked you up there. Yeah, it's interesting. It's kind of sort of Psycho-Nazi a little bit. Psycho-Nazi-ish. I just realized Psycho-Nazi sounded really bad and didn't illustrate my point. So kind of like Psychonauts. Okay. Ash cake. Interesting. Guess I'll make one. Oh, so I can move the camera independently if I want. Okay. Camp Pinewood. Scout Basics. Open Scout's backpack to access items, craft supplies, and examine your condition. Oh, so it's like 7 days to die. Oh. Lovely. Pinewood Boys and Girls Camp. You are thirsty. Water is key for wilderness survival. Yes, we were just talking about that. Use a jar to gather water from rain, wells, puddles, or the river. You may consume polluted water, but beware the consequences. Polluted water is purified by using a crafted water filter. Okay. Loot container. Got a jar, water filter, night crawlers, and rags. Nice. Quick Use menu. The Quick Use menu provides instant access to crucial items held in your inventory. Okay. So let's try it out. So ash cake, fill jar, night crawlers. Okay. So we're in the water, so let's do fill jar. Alright. Got some polluted water. Okay, basic instructions. Travel by the river. Oh wow, there's a lot of places to go. I'm guessing if that's the map over there. Travel the river by raft in search of locations to explore. Collect supplies to stay fed, hydrated, warm, and healthy. Rest when possible to regain energy. Take shelter to escape rain during storms. Kindle fires to warm yourself in cold or wet. Additional crafting possibilities are available at campfires. Access your inventory to use items. Survive as long as possible. Okay. Fantastic. Cleaned it out a long time ago. Okay. Check cache. It says quest on it. No one is useless in the world who lightens the burdens of another. Charles Dickens. Okay. Caches contain notes with tasks to help you survive. Complete tasks and find helpful supplies as a reward. Okay. Give me a task. Okay, I'm guessing that's in the journal. I'm trying to select it. I guess it's done. I can't seem to select them. How do I get to that menu? Okay. So I need 2 flint and a braided cord. Actually, make a braided cord. Okay. Now let's make some clean water. Nice. So stone knife. Gas bomb. Wow. Tainted meat. That's... Okay, so it said make... I keep not meaning to close that. Craft and stone knife and stone hammer. So I didn't see a stone hammer recipe. Unless I haven't discovered it yet. Which maybe that'll happen after I make a stone knife, I'll discover how to... Thank you, dog, for pointing to the cattails. Maybe after I make the stone knife, it'll clue me in. There's our raft. Is it just me, or does the dog have goggles? Am I in control? I guess I am in control. Rafting. I do not know much about gods, but I think the river is strong brown gods, sullen, untamed, and intractable. T.S. Eliot. Repair meter shows your raft condition. Parameters. Left stick steer, X is paddle hard. Okay, Jesus, where are we even going? I'm holding X. Whoa. I wonder if this song is gonna get us demonetized when I put this up on YouTube. Probably is. If I were to guess. Nope. Okay. So that's usually how it is. Like, for anyone who doesn't know, just big facts, that's how it is. It's usually the music that gets you. Whoop. Oh, snap. We were doing pretty good for a minute. The Languedoc, deep country farms, camps, and lots of wilderness. Okay. I still don't know where I'm how or if I'm supposed to make landfall on something. Yo, is that a dragon? Oh, I was distracted by the dragon. Not the dragon, but just like that boat that was hopping up and down. So can I make landfall? No, I can just horribly crash. Okay, great. Oh, I get it. Those nav points are the things I guess I'm heading for. I get it. I wish I could turn the camera more. Turn. Oh my god. Can't turn around. Yeah, we're screwed. We're gonna die. We've gone past everything. Okay, maybe we need to go this one. Land at it. Oh my god. Seriously? How do I get off boat? Because it's like, here's a campsite. I'm like, okay. Alright. Yeah, we're not going to survive long. Alright, I guess we'll just keep going. And maybe eventually the game will say, you know, hey jerk, why aren't you doing the thing? And I'm like, well game, I'm trying to do the thing. And it's not letting me do the thing. Or maybe I could just crash the raft and die so we can start over. That might be a better plan. Dock. There we go. Thank God. Okay, use marina. Nuts and bolts. Old lumber, repair patch. Great. All these things I don't have. Wonderful. No empty jars for gas. Okay. Killer. Maybe if I drink this clean water and put some gas in there instead. Alright. Yeah, I got some gas. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we're leaving. Okay. I guess the other place was glitched. Camp VBZ often has flint, always has a lit fire. Okay. Clinician. Okay, great. Hey, how about those glass bottles? Can we get those? Those would probably be extremely useful. Okay. Hold luck. Okay, I'll take all. I guess let's sleep a little. There went some rabbits. Okay. Craft a snare to catch rabbits. Great. Can I do that? If I had a stone knife, I could. So maybe that will be on the docket shortly if I... Because supposedly this place is supposed to have tinder. A bow schematic added. Okay. A steel knife. Okay. Alright. Oh, there's a bus you can sleep in. There's some flint. Alright. Stone hammer. Stone knife. So, stone hammer. Need some more flint. Any other braided cord and I can make a snare. Alright. It's kinda weird that like using the tool once consumes it, but whatever. Let's try to catch some. See if we can catch rabbits, I guess. Mulberries, okay. Okay. Then we'll walk around some more, I guess. Or watch and see if the rabbit goes for it. Oh yeah. Yeah, boy. Cooked meat added to journal. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, the campfire's out. Alright. Well, we'll come back to that. we caught some rabbits. We caught a rabbit. We learned how to make some new things. Just kind of making sure I didn't leave anything. Actually. Campfire. Alright. Cooked meat. Still kind of getting used to the controls. Campfire. Get charcoal. Okay, well, oh, so the campfire is just in my inventory, I guess. Oh, it is. Dope. Okay. Let's make one over here, I guess, near the bus. Okay. Requires fire. Okay, use fire. Oh, no, no, no. So sit at the fire, and then maybe I can cook the meat. Fantastic. Now let's sit here at the campfire and eat our cooked meat. And I guess let's take a sleep in the van. Because why not? Never had rabbit. Heard it's pretty good. Is there anything different at night? I guess not. Alright, so I know Drex is going to be ready to get on in a little bit. So let's get back on the raft. Maybe try to see if we can look at one more place. Actually, let me get my quests. I thought I did that. Oh, I didn't make the stone hammer because I couldn't find enough flint. Okay. Let's get back on the raft and try not to die. Blam! Oh my gosh. Spectacular crashing. We just got stuck on it. You're thirsty, but your raft exploded. The flame in the flood. You died. New personal best. Survived 3 days. Neat. So I wonder if there's actually like a story and stuff to this. Something I might look into later. But, you know, at this stage, you know, I kind of feel like let's go see who we can raid, because we need to hand it off to Drex. Let's take a look at who. Well, let's quit. And then, because I'm using the Twitch desktop app, we can go and see who is streaming. Let's see. There's Fairy Tale, there's Diston, there's McDanian, Peeves, and these are the people that because it's my Twitch, these are the people that I'm following. So that's why it's, even though it's on 1UP, it's showing 1UP as live. So let's take a quick peek and see if they're on right now.
I don't want to lose all the progress I made, even though I'm real fucking close.
Perfect.
It's the best way to get to the dark room.
So let's do that.
This way. Ah!
This is weird. I've not done this with the Twitch app before, so this is kind of... Did that work? Oh, I screwed that up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I think I screwed it up.
Nope. Oh.
There we go.
Have I been here? Oh my gosh. Hello, 1UP heroes. Thank you so much for the host. And for the raid. Thank you guys so much. How are you doing tonight? Yar! Captain, how's it going? Thank you so much for the host. Thank you so much for the raid.
Alright. Peace out.
I'm still here dealing